What's up, Scorpio? It's your girl Kelly coming straight at you for the Queen Tarot B back in Boston. This is for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Mars, Venus, because I feel that all the planets make up who you are as a person. So if you're not finding what you need in your Sun, Moon, or Rising or Ascending, whichever you'd like to refer to it as, then I feel that you should move to Mercury, Mars, and Venus. They are the other part of your personality that a lot of people don't acknowledge. So Mars is how you get mad, Mercury is how you feel, and Venus is how you love. Those are important things in our life. Also, if it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. We all know my theory on if it doesn't fit, don't jam the puzzle piece in there. This could come in Scorpio energy or Scorpio's person's energy. So cross watchers, that means that if you're cross-watching, you're watching for your significant other to try and gain some understanding of what they're going through or whatever's going on with you in your situation. So know that it could come in Scorpio's energy or Scorpio's partner's energy. Now, if it comes in your energy, you don't have to write, hey, Scorpio's doing this to me. I already know. Other thing is I just, again, reopened my schedule for readings. This pneumonia has been kicking my ass, but now it's time for me to kick pneumonia's ass. I am putting out bi-weekly readings until I make it to weeklies for the reason that I only figured out halfway through the first week that I was going to do weeklies, and I've had a visiting nurse in and out, and a physical therapist, and an occupational therapist, and an everything therapist in and out of my house, and so I've been really, really ill. But I am still here, and I'm going to do bi-weeklies, and the other reason for that is that I've been talking with some of the other readers, and we've noticed that either our decks are being copied, which is fine, but there's a million decks out there. There's no need for a reader to go out and buy the one you're using and read it the wrong way. If it's too complex for you, you shouldn't be reading it. And myself and some of the other complex readers also feel as though the content is being copied. There's a lot of the same exact reading coming down the feed, and I name my readings very, very differently for a reason. They're not, oh, your ex is returning, or, oh, here comes love, instead of, those are all the money-making schemes. Mine are truth. And so when I see people copying my decks and my readings, I have a problem with that. So I will be releasing bi-weeklies, and I'll be releasing them within a couple days after they're due. So please know that. And please understand and respect that my gift is a gift. It's not for someone else to copy. And the divine will do with them what they see fit. With that, I'm going to get into this. Now, you guys are closely related to Aries this month, and I feel like it's because Mars is your ruling planet, aside from Pluto. I really, really feel I had to go back and ground myself. I've had quite a day, and I really feel for Scorpio that you're taking action now. You're figuring out that you've been duped by somebody. Somebody has backstabbed you, somebody has done you wrong, and you're taking action. You're done sitting by idly. You're taking action on the person that's either hurt you, screwed you over, lied to you, whatever it is, because it's had quite a profound effect on your life and the way you're seeing things and what you're doing. And you're separating yourself from that Ten of Swords now and saying, okay, you're kind of doing what Aries did. You've been sitting back and you've been watching. And I closely relate you guys because you have all the same traits, except you have water aspect with the darker side of your personality that you fully accept as Pluto. And not every sign accepts their shadow self and acts in their shadow self when they feel angry. They get passive aggressive. They do all of these things, but they never really act the way they should in a situation, the way that Aries does and the way that Scorpio does. So you're separating yourself from that Ten of Cups because you feel like you've been duped. You feel like you've been had by somebody who lied to you and caused a lot of problems in your life. And I also feel like that person, what they're saying to me is that 9 of Cups, that overindulgence. So this person may be a gambler, a drinker, a liar. It may be somebody who overindulges in ruining other people's relationships or lives or what have you. Whatever part fits for you is whatever they're up to. And it took you by surprise. I think you really wanted to trust this person. This is a person that you thought was close to you, that wouldn't lie to you, that wouldn't do that to you, and they did it anyway. They took advantage of your trusting nature, of the fact that you were giving them a chance. But what they don't realize is that Scorpio has a stinger, and they are not afraid to use it. And so I feel like you guys are stinging. I feel that stinging action in my back. Like, I don't feel the pain, but I feel that stinger. And I feel like you guys have had enough. I feel like you guys have had somebody who duped you for a while and you really, really thought you could trust them. And so with that comes the stinger. Aries is making up their battle strategy where they will deal with this person in their own way. But Scorpio, and this is where you guys differ so much, is dealing with it in the way they always do. They're lashing out and they're sending out that stinger and they're telling that person, that's it. You're done. And I feel like this applies to a lot of you because this is what I kept getting when I meditated. I meditate to separate myself from the feelings so I can read for the whole of Aries, the whole of each sign, because I am an Aries sun, a Leo moon, and an Aries rising. So I don't want to be emotionally involved in the Aries readings or, the Leo readings. And my husband is Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon. Can't even talk today. I've had the worst day. But separating that energy is for me possible because I've been doing this 29 years. If you need anything, just email me below. I'll send you a list of services. You know I hate talking about myself. It's awkward. He is a Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon, Sag rising. So I have to be very, very careful that I distance myself in meditation and I ask for the divine guidance to put that distance between myself and the reading. And I feel like the sun is coming out. You're finally starting to see that all of these things that the people were, or person was feeding you, or the situation was feeding you was poisonous. It wasn't the truth. And I feel like this is a good portion of you because a good portion of Aries was sitting back and watching. And now they're dealing with their battle strategy. They're like, okay, how am I going to handle this bish? How am I going to handle this a-hole? And they're dealing with their battle strategy, how they want to deal with things. Aries is a battle queen, a battle king. You are not. You are something so totally different, but so totally the same. That's why I read you guys back to back. Not because I have a Scorpio husband, because that wouldn't make sense. I read you back to back because you both have Aries energy. You have Mars as your ruling planet, and you always, 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 always come up as the King of Wands for me. And so you're finally, I feel like, stinging that person that's taking your Ace of Cups, your Ace of Wands, all of your aces, because I saw all 4 aces come up for you guys while I was shuffling. Speaking of which, Ace of Coins. Sorry about this lighting. Let me see if I can turn off the overhead and it will be better. Don't make fun of my prego belly. Maybe that will be a little bit better and not so bad. Oh, much better. Okay. So now you guys can see that while I was shuffling, or maybe not, the Ace of Coins came up. The Ace of Cups came up. The Ace of Swords came up in reverse about somebody lying to you. about somebody being dishonest and trying to take your happiness. Why? Only you can answer that, Scorpio, and maybe you can't even answer that, because when it comes to malicious people, no one knows why they do what they do, except that old adage of misery loves company. Shall we? I just got the Ace of Cups. So this person was really going in on you, feeding you all kinds of bullshit to take away your happiness. And there was no shortage of bullshit that came with it. None. And I see orbs on my unfinished ceiling. This will be my living and dining area when it's finished. My husband is working on it, as you can see behind me. He did a rustic wall because I wanted to do the house in rustic. And we have a beautiful brown suede sectional. So we lucked out on that one. Got it from somebody. It was $3,000, but they didn't want it because it didn't fit their decor. For like nothing. Wish I could do that. Alright, guys. I'm going to split the deck. The first card I see here is Temperance. Temperance with the Four of Swords and the Chariot. So you have been watching. You've been watching this person. And you've been watching how they want to take away that Ace of Cups, that Ace of Pentacles, that Ace of Swords. They want to feed you bullshit, lies. They want you to be unhappy. Why? Lord only knows. People just are effed. What can I say? But it's like you're taking a break to balance yourself out until you... Here comes that scorpion stinger. And you're taking a break to figure out the lies from the truth. And now you're seeing you may have made some mistakes in believing the wrong people. Maybe the people you supposed to believe in were the people that you gave holy hell to. Thinking because of these lies from this malicious person or group of people that these other people were doing you wrong. Because this is somebody that you thought you could trust. And so now you're taking that rest. And now you're moving forward. Because we've got the Temperance card. We've got the Four of Swords. And the Chariot. So it tells me you're on the move now. You're done resting. You're done balancing yourself out. You're done trying to figure out what's what, who's who, what's the truth, what's the craziness, what's the lies. And you're moving forward with your plan. Out comes the stinger, and now you know who to sting. And before, I feel like you were stinging the wrong person. And that's going to come to an end. You've got 2 9s here. So you guys are really in that 9-10 phase coming into your aces. Your Ace of Cups. You're ready to accept that love that's real. Scorpio, that love is real. That person is giving you unconditional love no matter what happens in your effing life. They love you. And I've been trying to tell you guys that for months. And it's beautiful to see you finally putting aside that feeling of suspicion and finally getting comfortable in the idea that this person truly, truly loves you. It's a feeling like it's warm, it's loving, it's caring, it's beautiful. And I'm not speaking from my own experience, although I have that already. But what I'm feeling for you guys, because like I said, I separate myself from my readings. I put myself in a box. I ask for divine help, and I read from the box. This is a beautiful person who has nothing but love for you, and they just want you to see it. And now I feel like you're seeing it because you're getting rid of all the people who have something to say. You're getting rid of all of the people who want to see you unhappy. And I've got to say, Scorpio, you have a lot of enemies. a lot. Or your significant other, your person has a lot of enemies too. Because there's a lot of people who want to see you fall. Don't fall. The only place I want you guys to fall is in the arms of your person. You've earned it. You've waited for it your whole life. I know that me and my husband, we didn't meet till I was just turned 38. And I'm almost 40. Orbs. They're all around. So don't worry about, putting the time frame up. I see them. If you want to put it up for everyone else, you can go right ahead, but I see them. I have very strong ancestors and very strong roots in who I am. And I love who and what I am. I love myself. But as I was saying, I already have this. I want it for you. I want you to be happy. I don't always want to see Scorpio suspicious and full of hate and full of upset and full of anything but love. And if this is not your situation, no, Scorpio. Not every person is bad. 99, 98% of them, they could suck a fat one. Just saying. But not every person is bad, babies. And sometimes you have to recognize true love. Sometimes it's not too good to be true. It really is there. But decipher it. Sit back. Take a break. Watch. Balance yourself. And then take action. Take action in the right way, though. Don't take action in the sense that you put this person through the gauntlet, okay? Because I love this sign. I absolutely adore Scorpios because they are the only sign I think that is as passionate as Aries. And I don't favor one over the other. I do love all the signs. They all have their own little quirky thing that I love about them. But with Scorpio, it's their passion and spontaneity in life. Don't let that die on you. Because whoever this person is did you dirty. This person takes advantage. The 9 of coins. They take advantage of people as much as they can. And so you got duped, Scorpio. What sign hasn't? I've been duped a million times. You got manipulated. It's okay. As long as you recognize that that manipulation is there, you acknowledge it and you deal with it in a healthy way and you confront it. And of course, you sting it. Because that's what you do when someone steps on you, you sting. It's nature. Nobody steps on a goat. Nobody steps on a ram. So they poke us, we turn around and we ram them and probably break all the bones in their body. And your reading is so similar to Aries because I think that you share that Mars energy. But you've got the 9 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, and Death, your very own card, saying that you're ready to transition. You guys are so ready to transition from the bullshit. You're done with the gossip, with dealing with your shadow self. You're done with all of that. You're ready to come out of your cocoon a different person. Caramel iced coffee. My child, it's the only craving I have. I had no morning sickness. I had nothing. But this baby girl loves her some caramel iced coffee. I can't keep her off it. You know, I often wonder where she gets that from. I think Thursday we're going to go for the 5D photos of what she looks like. But the doctor did say when he looked at her, my God, she looks just like her mother. But I bet she has her daddy's eyes. But this right here, you're ready to come out of that cocoon a butterfly. And you're ready to accept. You're ready to love. You're done with this attitude of the Princess of Swords. You're done with this having to spy and figure out who's doing what and what's being said. And you were duped. You know you were duped. You know somebody shit on your head. They lied to you. And now it's time to get back to what's important to Scorpio. Whether that be their personal life, their love life. I feel like there's an apology there. That could come from either side. It could come from Scorpio's side, or it can come from Scorpio's person's side. Because during this whole inquisition, I want to call it, sorry guys, but you put people through the fucking gauntlet. You do. I know my husband puts me through the gauntlet regularly. I pass every time because, well, I'm in love with him. So what's there to hide? But you put people through the gauntlet. You spy. You try to find things, guys. You're sabotaging in the middle of being duped. It can't get any worse than that, okay? And you're in the hanged woman status. So they're telling you, you've already done this part. You've already done figuring out who was duping you and who was being real. It's time to come out of the hanged woman status. The hanged woman status, you look and she's almost like a cocoon. Like I was just saying about the butterflies, right? You coming out of that cocoon, a beautiful butterfly. One of the most majestic things on this earth. I'm sorry, but butterflies are probably the most majestic animal to ever evolutionize onto this earth. Think about the beauty of them and the innocence. And this is what you're becoming. This is exactly what you're becoming. You're letting go of these devil behaviors, these past behaviors that before you would have hung on to. You would have not done your inquisition. You wouldn't have believed the person in front of you. Because it's hard for you to believe in true love. That somebody could actually love you without a string attached. But this person does. They're offering you a new start, guys. Question is, are you going to take it? Because I think you will. I feel like some of you are a little frustrated. You're not getting exactly what you want out of your partner. But I feel like there are mitigating circumstances. I feel like it's not that your partner doesn't want to give to you. It's that something's going on with your partner medically, physically, financially, that they just can't seem to give you what you need right now. They're giving you everything they have, but they can't seem to give you everything that you possibly need. And I know that you're yearning for more, and this person does want to give you more. They do. Okay, so wait a minute. I'm guilty of this. They're talking of not opening up. Me and my husband just had this conversation that growing up, I was never taught to express myself unless I was angry. And so now expressing myself, yeah, I know you guys are like, yeah, whatever. You and your big mouth, but it's easier to talk at a camera than it is to talk at a person, right? No one's here but me and some orbs, visitors, who keep touching my hair. So if you see me itching, that's because they're playing with my hair. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see one of these in the background. They're messing with my hair. But I feel like you're disappointed with your partner right now. There's so much more you wanted from this partnership, but you also have to understand that whoever or whatever got involved, and it really skewed things. Your partner is trying to overcome that as well, is hurting from it, is feeling as though maybe you don't believe them. And even if you do now, they're still hurting from the Inquisition. I hate to call it that, guys, but you can be brutal. The Inquisition, the questions, the whatever it is you did. And we've got the Emperor, acting wrong in your power, acting wrong in the position you've been given. This person gave you unconditional love, and you use that as a method of not manipulating, because I don't think you would manipulate this person, but you use... Stop touching my hair. Sorry, guys. But you used it more against them than you did for them. And that's telling me that with the Strength card here. Because for you, you don't realize it, but your partner views you as their weakness. You're literally the love of their life. So, that being said, guys, if you are not in with your partner like that, and you feel as though it's time to let go, now would be the time. Unfortunately, your partner is feeling like you are the one. So if you're not feeling as though this person is someone you could spend your life with, then it's better that you let them go now. Don't cheat on them. Don't hurt them. Just let them go. Let them know that your feelings aren't the same. And that, God, your feelings aren't the same, and that you wish them happiness and you want them to find their person. That's the right way to do it. Tell them first, and then take time, deal with your emotions, and move on. All right, Scorpio, that was a lot. Probably my longest reading for this whole bi-weekly. I'm sorry about the bi-weekly thing. However, everyone ruins it for everyone else. If you need me, please contact me in the box below. I do offer monthly services. I can help with trauma healing. I used to be a forensic rehabilitation specialist. I offer readings, tarot classes. I offer all kinds of things. So this isn't just a tarot channel. This is more like a sanctuary where my subscribers come to feel safe. So if you're new, you're very welcome here. I'm blunt, but I'm honest. All right, Scorpio, have a great rest of September, and I will see you in October for my favorite month of the year, fall, when all the leaves change color and New England is beautiful for 10 seconds. I'll catch you guys later. Love you. Bye.